So the next problem is here. We are going to find out the centroid of channel section. So it will be in this shape, C shape. So we have to find out centroid of this channel section. So the first step is here. We have to find out whether it is symmetrical about x-axis or y-axis. So if we observe, we can clearly say that this C shape or channel section is symmetrical about x-axis. So that's why here we are going to draw x-axis at the center. So now we are drawing x-axis. So about this axis, this channel section is symmetrical. So whatever the shape or area you are getting to this side is same as the other side also. So about this x-axis, this channel section is symmetrical. So about y-axis, so wherever you draw y-axis, then this C section is this channel section is not symmetrical. So that's why we are going to draw y-axis at outer edges of this section. So outer edges means here we are going to draw y-axis here. So this is y-axis. So the dimensions are given 25 mm, so all dimensions are in mm. So 25 mm and this 5 mm and this here this width or thickness is 5 mm, length is 80 mm, 25 mm, 5 mm. So it is symmetrical about x-axis. So first point is it is symmetrical about x-axis. Symmetrical about x-axis means the centroid is going to be present definitely on this x-axis. It may present here, or it may be present here, or it may be present here, or it may be present here. So we don't know the exact location of the centroid, but we know that the position of the centroid exists on this x-axis because it is symmetrical. This section is symmetrical about x-axis. So that's why if it is symmetrical about x-axis, we can directly say y bar is 0. So say this is y-axis, and if it is x-axis, the centroid lies on x-axis, then we can say the distance with respect to the distance. So the distance measured from x-axis is y bar. That y bar is here is 0 because centroid lies on x-axis only, but we may have x bar. So if you measure distance from y-axis, then you can call it as x bar. So y bar is 0, but x bar some value is present. So here centroid x bar, we have to find out the value of x bar. Y bar is here, it is 0. So y bar means the centroidal distance with respect to x-axis is y bar. So the centroid is lying on x-axis only, that's why there is no y bar. That means y bar is 0. We are going to get only x bar value. So we have to calculate that x bar. So if any section is symmetrical about the x-axis, then y bar is 0. Then we are going to calculate x bar. If any section is symmetrical about the y-axis, then x bar is 0. There we are going to find out y bar. So if any section is symmetrical about the x-axis, then we have to calculate x bar. If any section is symmetrical about y-axis, then if you calculate y bar, that is sufficient to locate the centroid. So here from formula, x bar equal to, so here the second step is we are going to split this total section into number of elements. So here we are dividing, so this as first element, it is first rectangle. We are splitting like this. So here to here this we are considering as second rectangle, and third rectangle is here. So here we have three rectangular elements. So x bar equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3. Here a1 equal to first rectangular element. So we considered these dimensions as first rectangular element dimensions. So 25 into 5. 25 into 5, 125 mm square is the area of first rectangle. J2 area of second rectangular element. Here the second rectangle is from here to here. These dimensions we consider as second rectangle. We know here the width of thickness is, here it is 5 mm. But the length of this rectangle is, it is not 80 mm, because we have split this rectangular element like this. So we have to find out the length of this rectangular portion. So here the total length of channel section is 80. So already here 5 mm and 5 mm, total 10 mm. If you minus, if you remove this 10 mm, the remaining length is 70 mm. So here the length of this second rectangular element is 70 mm. So A2 equal to 70 into 5, 350 mm square. Next third rectangular element A3. So this third element, rectangular element dimensions are 25 into 5. The area will become 25 into 5 equal to 125 mm square. So now we have to find out centroidal distance of each element with respect to x-axis. So here first one x1 equal to centroidal distance of first element with respect to x-axis. So here this is the first rectangular element. Centroid of this first rectangular element is its center. So here it is, centroid distance first with respect to x-axis, it is y-axis. So measuring distance x means we have to measure with respect to y-axis, not x-axis. If we measure with respect to x-axis, then the values are y1, y2, y3. But here the y bar is 0, y1, y2, y3 all are 0. So centroid distance of first element with respect to y-axis. So here it is y-axis. So from y-axis we have to measure the centroidal distance of first element. So this one is first rectangular element, the centroid is at center. If you measure with respect to y-axis, then from here to here, so the total length is 25. From here to here it is 25 by 2. So this is x1. So centroidal distance of first element with respect to y-axis, x1 equal to 25 by 2. So 25 by 2 means 12.5 mm. Next is x2. So x2 means centroidal distance of second element with respect to y-axis. So here with respect to y-axis, this is the second element. So second element centroid exists at center. So x2 means distance measured with respect to y-axis, that is from here to here. Total is 5 mm. So here x2 is half of this distance, that is 5 by 2. So x2 equal to 5 by, that is 2.5 mm. 5 by 2, it is 2.5 mm. Next, third element, third rectangular element, centroid exits city center. So with respect to y-axis, so here x3 equal to centroidal distance of third element with respect to y-axis. So from y-axis, if you measure centroidal distance, this is total 25. So centroidal distance with respect to y-axis is 25 by 2, that is 12.5. So here it is x3 equal to 25 by 2. Equal to 25 by 2, that is 12.5 mm. So now we have got all the values. So x bar equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 3 by a1 plus a2 plus a3, that will be equal to a1 is 125, a1 equal to 125 into x1 is 12.5, a2 is 350, x2 is 2.5, a3 is 125, x3 is 12.5, 125 plus 350 plus 125. So this will be equal to total.